Sarah, select. Pick up number 8. No, I must not have good more than when I want to take before every second. So give me my good. Check number 10. You know you are going to be there. Yeah. Check number 10. Which number that? Wait, come on here. Yeah. Remember, we got. Okay. Yeah, members, let's just have a briefing. Members, let's have a briefing on how we proceed on. I think you are aware why we are here today. And of course, the main thing is that we are interviewing the person to be the CS role, as chief of staff role. And just to summarize, is that definitely results will come out through a score sheet. So on this score sheet, I expect members to put their names on them and sign them, so that the validity of your concerns can be taken up. And of course, I expect us to be objective in this exercise, so that we are able to move it fast. We realize that our sugar levels are gone low, and we don't need to deliberate on this alone. So I think we usher in our nominee coming. And for those of you who are actually friends of the committee, the rules are that you remain silent, and of course you can observe what is going on. And those who are only committee members will be allowed to proceed. This is communication for me as a brief. Welcome. Yeah, of course, I've talked to majority leader, and he confirmed to me that he is a member. He is a member. No, can you give me the 15? Can you actually give me the 15? Because we'll only follow what you know and what is there. Yes. Can you read me all the names? Yes. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Philosophia, Matthew, that this is what number? And Anyona? No, Anyona is Anyona. Should be moved. Anyona also. What the?
I replaced the knowledge.
No. The chair.
What?
Chair. So was 600. Yeah, but if you tell me to confirm membership. Yeah, in our what? In our
Okay, kindly take us through prayers.
Yeah.
It is. No. So just the answer is not false. What is your concern? You want her to walk out? Do you want her to walk out? Then what is your concern? No, she's just seated there. Is she affecting you by sitting there? If at all from hearsay, follow what I'm doing. You have to follow what I'm doing. It's not about hearsay. So we have a concern. Who? Is a friend of the committee. People, what is wrong? Why are you concerned with her?
You just ask her. She wants to do. There we have two people from the person. They remember. Just simply like that. Oh, sure. But who told you the people will do? I'm not going to do anything. They are not in line. They are not in line. She's going to stay. Yes or no?
Look at it this way.
Yes,
I have said everybody who is scoring here has to put down his or her name. So you see, if I tell you that the name has to be there, you still have a valid reason to argue.
You are here.
Look at it this way. I've said everybody who is scoring will put a name.
That's why the chair. What's a people ruling? Will she score or not? The chair. I am ready to give name.
Yes, that's what I've said. I have said. And that's, no, she can be seated there as a friend of the committee. Exactly. But I've said everybody who's scoring has to put a name there. It means there is a list definitely that can be.
Why should you go that long? Yeah. Why should you go long that way? Yes, just. If she score on those.
Okay.
Sure.
Fine.
They're picking membership. Whether to ascertain whether she is a member or not a member. But still at the same time, when I oversee, I'm not supposed to take them up. Me, I'm just saying what is happening. Only members are supposed to do it.
How will you do that? We are not lying. We have a list of
Look, there is a list that we've sent the list for. So at the end of this, I'll read to you the list.
No, but who wants to have it? To be wrong, speaking of anybody, the action that you're supposed to do now is to be challenging the high school. The approach to not like it. The technical you're supposed to do can be challenged. Do they share?
Okay.
The member was asking members to go with you. They understand the tradition of people. They are not new. I think they are not. We have about the community. Have they ever even complained that you are community? It's not because the way things are. Let us proceed. They are aware.
Okay, fine. Okay, this is the ruling. At the end of the session, the list that will have come with confirmation from the office is one we are going to read about. Okay? Prayers.
Prayer. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed the officers of leaders and count assemblies for the welfare of the society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with the abundant favor as you whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important tasks in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country, and of those whose interests you have committed to our charge. Amen.
Honorable members, we are here today as a committee of roads and infrastructure to interview the nominee, who is Engineer Joseph Agingu Sweta, nominee for position of Chief Officer, Roads and Energy. Okay. I think we start by introducing ourselves. I think we start with the honorable members. From my right. Yes.
Honorable Adi Okumba, member of this committee, Roads Committee. Thank you, Chair.
I'm Honorable Elfas Chilosio, member of this committee, representing Moranda Ward.
Chair Dan Muchika Mukofu, a member representing Isoka Central Ward and a member of this committee.
Rogers Nato, MCA representing people of Bunyala East Ward, member of the committee in question.
Mercy Luceno, member of the committee.
I'm Kivishi David, representing Manda Shivanga, member of this committee. Thank you.
I'm Bernard Domboko, member of County Assembly, representing Kisa West Ward.
I'm Walunya, member of the committee.
Shihole Beatrice, member of the committee.
Watula Sarah Netia, senior member of this committee.
Dixon Lovega, a friend to this committee.
Bernard Mlama, the majority whip.
Joseph Omsindo Msula, vice chair of this committee, MCA representing Msanda Ward in Mumias West.
My name is Brian Mafunga, chair committee of roads, representing Likuyani Ward. Thank you. I think now we'll bring in our secretariat to introduce themselves.
Kultu Matemba, Deputy Director for Business.
Mabunda Stephen, Secretariat.
Okay, our guest nominee, just to confirm by name, is Engineer Joseph Agingu Sweta, nominee for the position of Chief Officer Roads and Energy. Is that okay, our guest?
That's correct, Chair.
Okay, I think before we proceed, we start by our nominee being taken through the oath.
I, Engineer Joseph Agingu Sweta, do solemnly swear that the information that I shall give before this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. I think we'll proceed. I'll start by raising some questions. One, I kindly introduce yourselves, highlighting the following aspects: name and date of birth, citizenship, that is dual citizenship, if any, academic and professional qualifications, employment record and work experience, membership and professional association.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Engineer Joseph Agingu Sweta, born 1972, meaning I'm 53 years. Currently, I work for the county, acting Chief Officer for Roads and Energy. In terms of my academic qualifications, I hold Bachelor of Engineering in Civil and Structural Engineering from Moi University. I also hold Higher National Diploma from Kenya Polytechnic, Higher National Diploma in Building, that is Construction and Civil Engineering. I also hold Diploma in Quantity Surveying from Mombasa Polytechnic. I also hold a senior managerial course from Kenya School of Government. That is in terms of my academic qualifications. In terms of employment, Chair, I was first employed in 1999 at Malaba Town Council as a work officer then. I worked officer 3. I moved through the ranks and promoted to works officer 2, and then to works officer 1. All that period I worked through at Malaba Town Council, then Kisumu County Council, then Mombasa Municipal Council, then Lugari County Council, then Kisumu Municipality, and later on Kakamega Municipality. After the devolution in 2015, I was appointed to be the chief officer for roads, public works, and energy. At that time, the department was 1. I worked as a chief officer for that period up to 2017. And in 2018, I was again appointed chief officer for roads and energy. At that time, the department was split. The position I held up to December 2022. So far, that's how have been how my employment has been, and now I'm with the county in the capacity which I stated, acting chief of staff for roadside planning. In terms of membership and professional requirements, I'm registered and licensed by Engineers Board of Kenya as a professional engineer. I'm also a member of the Institution of Engineers of Kenya as a corporate member. So I'm a member of those two professional bodies.
Thank you. Before I proceed on, would you hand over your credentials to our assistant here to present it over? Not forgetting your ID. Okay, thank you. We'll proceed on with your sources of income and net worth, potential conflict of interest, honors and awards, political affiliation, integrity if convicted or have an active court case or dismissed from office, any publications, writings, pro bono or charity work engaged. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. My name is William. That comprises the business premises I own, which is worth about 6 million. I also have a house where I live in soon, worth about 3 million. I own a car worth 1 million. At home I also own a house worth 2.5 million, and the rest are for lands, half of which I inherited from my parents, and I have I bought. If I have any active case, I don't have currently, and I've not been convicted of any wrongdoing. In terms of any awards, I have one. I was awarded Brave Order of Great Jewel by the former government. Today, that's the only award I've ever gotten. In terms of any active role I've played in terms of sponsorship or pro bono commitment, what I can say is that I participated in influencing a partner to construct for us a local to construct for us a laboratory at the local school near my home. That's the matter of participated.
Political affiliation?
Not affiliated to any political party.
Potential conflict of interest. Integrity.
Both are one I try to practice professionalism during my kind of work. So my integrity around this challenge, I'm okay with it.
Any publication?
When we interested in drafting policy guiding our local press group at home, where I participated in drafting the policy guideline.
Charity work engaged. Thank you. Shilosio.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe because of sugar levels, I'll go straight to the question. Engineer, who is the nominee? Having previously worked in the capacity of Chief Officer, Roads and Energy, describe your experience in managing road construction projects, including equipment supervision and contractor oversight. What are your achievements and what makes you suitable for the position you are being proposed to? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. As having been stated, truly I've been in this position for the last, for about 7 years. And during that period, I learned, I gained a lot of experience, which I'm going to use to do better. For example, I learned that most of our procurements we do late, and as such, we do them at a time when they are not, when it's not appropriate for the roads to be done, particularly during rainy season. I can recall the work awarded during 2024. Some of the wards or sub-counties were not done until just a few months ago because of rains and probably because of procurement time. So one of the things I'm going to try to improve on is early planning. Early planning such that immediately the budget is uploaded, the procurement plan is prepared and uploaded, and we start immediately to do procurement so that we procure the services of the contractors much in time. Secondly, Chair, we have machines and equipment. Some of them are broken down and require repair. These machines, I have a plan to ensure that they are repaired, because currently we have only one grader moving in 12 sub-counties and one dozer, one dozer is also moving in 12 sub-counties. Those are very few equipment, yet we have other equipment which are broken down and can be repaired. We have done some inspections and report written. They require not much for them to be brought back to work. So once I'm approved by this committee and I take over the office, I'm going to make sure that these machines are repaired and they are given the responsibilities or duties. That will really reduce the pressure on roads. Contractors, again, some contractors I've learned within that time, I've learned that some contractors do not have capacity. They take work, they prepare the documents so well to an extent that the evaluation team, it's difficult for the evaluation team to rule them out. So because of the experience I have with these contractors who prepare their profiles so well, what I'm going to do is to embark on writing some report on them for each of every contractor, so that when the contracts are advertised, it will be the responsibility of the evaluation team to do what we call due diligence and during that period, I'll avail the report so that the report can guide them in choosing people who have the ability to work. So with those arrangements, I believe that we are going to improve on our work and delivery.
Yeah, Mheshimiwa Nato.
Thank you, Chair. My question is almost more the same like question 2.
Chair, maybe before we leave that section, I just wanted to know, because he has spoken on the repairs of the machines that are in the yard, and for the case of the machines that are beyond repairable, what plans do you have for those machines? Thank you, Chair.
I think the best thing, we'll get back to you, Mheshimiwa. So let us clear with our questions, then we'll start with you. Will that be okay? Okay. Mheshimiwa Nato, proceed.
My question through the chair is, Kakamega County government pursues ambitious road construction
Mheshimiwa Nato, just hold on a bit. Yes, Mheshimiwa Mboko. I think the Secretariat, you're listening to these questions. Okay, proceed, Mheshimiwa Nato.
The chair, I have been interrupted twice. Let me hope that there will be no other interruption, so it protect me to proceed. The Kakamega County government pursues ambitious road construction program of upgrading roads to bitumen standards. The county has experienced challenges of implementing the said roads to completion due to budgetary constraints amongst other factors. For example, Putali Maleha Road, which is at 22%. Ingodze Navaholo Chepius Road at 48%. Arambe Haunga Bridge Road 41%. And Hongoyo Emangala Road at 60%. Most of these road projects take long to complete. What strategic approaches will you employ to ensure timely, cost-effective, and quality project delivery to improve road infrastructure network? Thank you.
Chair, it is true that the county has an ambitious plan to tarmac road network within the county, and it is the best plan ever. The only problem we have is the cash flow, and I mean the budget constraints, as mentioned in your question. And what now I think we should do is to complete the ones which we have started. And if there is any other to be started, then it must be a strategic road. But I think the best is to ensure that we complete what we have. However, in future, the best thing county should do is just to proceed with the tarmac. So long as we are done with these other ones which we have started, we should just proceed and tarmac the roads. The benefits that are associated with the tarmacking these roads, because the roads once tarmacked, they take longer before we take money them again in terms of maintenance. These Maram roads, we maintain them yearly, but even the yearly is not enough, depending on the rains. As we experience rains now, you find that we have a lot of rain in Kakamega. So the roads we do, after a few weeks, after a few months, they are worn out because of the rains. But if these roads are tarmac, they take longer. The second benefit for tarmacking the roads is the use of Maram. All of us are aware that Maram is becoming scarce and scarce day and another. Some sub-counties don't even have Maram. So if we tarmac these roads, we'll use Maram once, and for after a very long time, we will need that Maram again. So the strategy I will have if I'm appointed is to advise that we complete the roads which we already started, and unless any new road is very strategic for the government. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we move to Honorable Kibishi.
My question is, how will you align department's activities with the County Integrated Development Plan, CIDP, and ensure effective budgeting, prioritization, and resource utilization, especially in the face of competing needs?
Thank you, Chair. The CIDP is a 5-year plan which is prepared through public participation to capture many projects, some of which may be beyond the capacity of the county to absorb. From there, county is supposed to prepare what we call development plans. During the development plans are picked from the TIDP, which is a 5-year plan. So as you pick 1 year projects to be implemented within 1 year from the CIDP, which is a 5-year plan, they talk to each other. And then even during the preparation of the annual development plan, which is a 1-year plan, participations come in where the honorary members are involved, the public is involved, and everybody, all the stakeholders are involved in the preparation of that the plan, the annual development plan. Then we prepare the work plan. But before we prepare the work plan, there's budget that supports the annual development plan. During the budgeting process, also the stakeholders participate in the preparation of the budget. So the budget talks to the annual development plan, and the annual development plan talks to the County Integrated Development Plan, the CIDP. So there is that clear harmonization of the documents to an extent that after the budget is prepared, then now we prepare the work plan, which is now an implementation plan. So all those are talking to each other, and so harmonized during the process of stakeholder engagement and public participation.
Thank you. I think we'll move straight to Mheshimiwa Ali Okomba.
Thank you, Chair. There have been complaints by the water company on destruction of water pipes during road construction, leading to non-revenue water losses affecting service delivery and loss of revenue to the county. What policy measures will you implement to control the distractions that is affecting our wananchi? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. It's true that has been about for a long time, and we have been having engagements with the water company. One clear fact is that road and development and any other infrastructure that's put after that, it follows the road. So road normally is given the first priority, and that's the reason why in the Roads Act, it provides for any engagement or any activity on the road to be compensated. However, because we are the same county, we have been engaging with each other, and we have agreed. We agreed from last year, that anytime we do construction, we have a project in an area, we engage the water company to do the survey and relocate the lines before we do the constructions. So by that, I believe we are going to reduce a lot of water wastages and also destructions and water shortages in the community.
Yeah, next is our Vice Chair, Honorable Msinde.
Thank you, Chair. It has been realized that construction of roads has been delayed due to lack of enough county machineries and equipment. What quick response do you have to address this challenge?
The road works have been delayed, and most of our roads are in very bad state because of the problems cited. So, as a quick fix, one, as I mentioned, we have to work on the repairs of the machines which are available. The ones which are broken down, we are going to work on them to make sure that at least we have 2 old graders, and our dozer is effectively well, because currently it is sickling, it's not very good. And more so, this year's budget, you honorably passed that we buy a new grader that will actually improve our work as long as it is brought in time. So with those interventions, I believe once we have the machines repaired and we have this new machine, then we'll definitely give a fair output on the roads.
Honorable Mercy.
Thank you, Chair. What steps will your department take to expand energy access in the county, including the adoption of renewable energy and the implementation of energy efficient and climate resilient infrastructure?
Thank you, Chair. We are in review for categories. Non-renewable energy is just electricity connection. Under that, we have this authority called REREC that we normally partner with. We give what we call the matching fund, which is 5 million per sub-county. But depending on what the county has put, if you want a maximum of 60 million for the total sub-counties, then the county must provide 60 million in the budget. This year, we have, as a department, we have about 40 million. This one I know because I have advantage of being there right now. So that means if that money is paid to the REC, then REC will give us another 40 million. And the minimum amount for installing a transformer is about 2 million. So that means if you have 80 million, you can imagine how many transformers will acquire from REC and supply. Then we have the maximization of the transformers which are already there, but they are not fully utilized. We'll try to ensure that we engage in maximizing these transformers so that we connect as many people as possible. On part of non-renewable energy, which is clean energy, we have started by doing what we call solarization at the department. This year's budget, you approved for us about 10 million to do solarization at the department. And also there's a plan to do solar system at the headquarters. And there's also another plan to do solarization at the level of Oslo, level 6 Oslo. So with that, we improve the energy access. And not only that, we also have HIMAS, which we are now going to move from the electricity to HIMAS, to solarized HIMAS. I have an advantage of having been given mandate to go and see what was done. That sometimes, if we can borrow from them and do what we call solarized HIMAS. However, that time the supplier then, I think he did a good job. So when I visited Busia, I found that half of those lights which had been installed about 2 years ago had died. So I wrote the report that at that time that it is not the best for the count that time.
But because of improved technologies, I think now they have improved on the systems. We'll have to visit PC and SRPC has installed a good system. They also no, there's another the neighboring council PC. I think they have also done some solarized IMAS. So we'll try to do a benchmark there and see how theirs are working, and then if they are successful, then we'll adopt that for the county and improve the access, the analysis.
Engineer Nominee, are you insinuating that immediately after here we will be visiting Kisii?
Chair, that's my wish. That's my wish.
Thank you. Mheshimiwa Masi? Are we proceeding on, no, Sarah Nete.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Chair. First of all, I want to congratulate our engineer, Joseph Agingu Sweta, on your nomination for the position of Chief Officer, Roads and Energy. I know with your experience, you are going to do this work in a perfect way. Secondly, through the chair, I want to ask him a question. How will you plan to effectively engage the Committee on Transport and Infrastructure to ensure transparency, accountability, and smooth oversight of roads and energy projects in the county? Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. It is important for the County Assembly Committee dealing with infrastructure to work together with the Department of Infrastructure for proper oversight. And that means the department will at all times be ready to prepare reports and share with the committee. Sometimes we force the department to probably organize for these meetings so that we share with the committee what the department is doing, so that they are enlightened at all times of what the department is doing. When there are challenges, we share together. Where the benefits, we also share together. So we'll try to work together, both within the county and outside the county, for the betterment of the performance of the department. So that one, I commit that when I'm appointed, you approve my appointment, then definitely we'll work together for proper oversight.
Okay, thank you. I think I'll go back straight to Mheshimiwa Mkofu because we are through with our questions. He had raised his hand first, and I promised him that, Mheshimiwa Mkofu, please.
Thank you, Chair. I hope I addressed my question to the nominee over the concern of the machines that are lying in the yard. It is good you have explained to us that you will put in place strategies to repair the machines. I had asked the machines that are beyond repair, what plans do you have for them? And then number two, because I don't want also to be on the floor, there has been this contentious issue of RLMF, and we are aware that the government resolved the issue, and the ratios of the distribution of the money from the national government to the county government is very clear. The figure that has been allocated to Kakamega County, that is 83 million. How are you going to distribute equitably, or what plans do you have for that fund that is now you'll be the AI holder in your office? And then number three, you have stated that you have been in the acting position for the last 6 months. And we are aware that honorable members are here, that the contract that that are awarded for the last 6 months, in some areas, the contractors has not kicked off the works, and you have been in the office as the acting chief officer. What plans do you have for such contractors that are lying to the job that they are awarded some 6 months ago, and the works have not been done? And then finally, Chair, we have had your engineers coming to the site during profiling of the works that are yet to be contracted while coming up with the PQs. We have read some malicious quotations, PQs that are overpriced. Like in my area, an issue that I brought in on your desk about kilometers ratio of fraud in kilometers that is awarded in the contract against what is on the ground. What plans do you have in your office to make sure that everything is run transparent? Thank you, Chair.
Engineer, those are 4 questions. Okay, welcome.
We have done specials to these machines. Some machines are in condition and can be repaired. Some machines are outdated and are scrapped. Particularly machines which were inherited from the national government during the transfer of assets and liabilities. Most of them are there. So the ones which are there, they have done valuation, and the government is working on the disposal of those equipment which cannot serve us or too expensive to repair. So those ones will be disposed anytime, probably this financial year, because valuation has been done. It is true that we have added a project under the water-based projects, and I want us to eliminate this word 10 kilometer so that we don't confuse the public. I want us, as much as we now from this year, as we refer to these roads, let's refer to them as water-based projects. We actually awarded these water-based projects in March, and some areas have not been completed. Out of the 12 sub-counties, I can confirm that 5 sub-counties have been completed 100%. The rest are on course, but it is usually challenges which we've been experiencing, especially the rain. In Malaba, for example, we have been experiencing a lot of rain. Those who are from Malaba can confirm this. The contractors in there sometimes they work on manually. They put people to work instead of machines, and manual is very expensive undertaking. So Malava has a problem of rains. Shinyalu, the contractor went to Shinyalu, and when he went there, a lot of rains commenced, and he had to leave. He had to seek permission to leave. So those who are Shinyalu can also confirm this. We gave that permission that you can leave works for the time being, but I think last month he said that the rains are now not too much, so he was to resume works, which I believe he has gone to work there and is working. Other areas like Ikolomani, the contractor is on site working. Butere, the contractor is on site working. Bisero is where we have a problem because contractor just graded the roads and dumping is yet to be done. So we are giving the contractor a lot of pressure to make sure that it is done, the roads are done to completion. Mumias East, that was completed. Mumias West was completed. Nauru was completed. Lupiani was completed. Lugari was completed. Shinyalu has counted. So which one I don't know. The others, which probably have not mentioned, the works are ongoing, though we have the challenges of rain. With the rains, even if the contractor works today and puts tomorrow today, it becomes worse than not having done it at all. So we try to manage the rents and the workmanship. So sometimes we just seek some patience from honorable members so that the contractor does the road at appropriate time. Take for example, Malava, the projects which were allocated, which were awarded in 2023, 2024, they were done this year in 2025. But when the contractor worked on them, they came out so well. And Washington confirmed this to me that the contractor has done a good job. He could not do it that time because of the state of the road. In terms of BQ's variations, this has been noted, not in one area, not in two. But I think it is because of the condition of this road sometimes when we do the inventory. Sometimes very difficult for those who are doing the inventory to access the roads from point 1 to point A and do the accurate measurement. So in that case, they normally do estimations so long as the honorable members decide that that's the road they want to do. They do what we call estimations. But in case the estimation is more than what is on the ground after doing it, then normally we say the honorable member to add additional length so that the contractor completes the entire length as covered in the BQ. So sometimes those are the challenges we experience, and the good thing we normally solve those problems as we can. The only challenge comes when the road is bigger than what we have in the BQ. In that case, now it's difficult for Wishman to understand that that person can do a half a road. No, they ask just to do the whole road because leaving a road halfway is not advisable. Thank you.
The chairman.
Yes, we have been having the challenge of release of these funds. We used to get these funds when I was noticed that time until 2021, when the funds were frozen. And when they were frozen, I think they lied to the counties that time because there was an issue of conditions which are attached to the fund. So it was raised with the national government that why should counties be given conditions and yet they are independent? So they argued their case until it was agreed that the conditions will be removed. However, they said, now that we have removed conditions, we will not be giving you money directly, but we will be channeling this money to prove the exchequer. But we came to realize that this money was not forthcoming. They were never releasing this money to the exchequer to be given to the counties. And when it was raised, I think the Council of Governors went to court and they argued their case. The court ruled in their favor. Now, when the court ruled in their favor, they ruled that the allocation for 2024-2025 be given to counties and the subsequent ones, that is now 25-26 and any other in future, because according to the Constitution, roads is a devolved function. Part of it is a devolved function. County roads are devolved, and devolved functions, funds resources must follow. But now, when Kenya Roads Board was releasing funds, you saw the release to Kakamega at 1 million. This was 35%. Instead of giving the county 100%, they gave counties 35%. So the Council of Governors went back to court to say that the government is in contempt because that is not what was delivered, the ruling that was delivered. And they directed that because the case was still active in court, counties should not prepare work plans, nor use that money, because once you prepare a work plan, it is an indication that we have accepted what has been given. So they say that they are still pursuing the issue, and until they conclude and advise, we still don't submit work plans. And that's the reason why up now, the 81 million is still there, and not only Kakamega, but all the counties, they have not submitted the work plans, and therefore the money has not been released to our special accounts. as much as the county, the national government released the money, but now that money is supposed to be released to the special accounts. And for it to be released to the special accounts, we must prepare the work plans, which we have not done because of the guidance from the Council of Governors. Once the court rules and makes a determination, then we now get guided, will be guided on the same. In regard to how that money is used, fuel levy, as I say, normally comes with conditions. It is difficult to split, for example, 81 million in 60 wards. That will be 1 million per ward. So that will not make any meaningful impact. And then there are also other roads, which before you do the feeder roads inside, there are roads which serve those feeder roads, where the MP has no interest. But now for you to access the smaller roads which people use in the villages, but you must use it. So these are the roads which normally becomes a first priority where these funds can be used. For example, Bandimahuni, just an example, Bandimahuni is a county road. There are so many other roads which feed the Bandimahuni. But now if you leave Bandimahuni not there, then even those people who are using these other good roads will not be able to reach those good roads. And Bandimahuni is a big road that one MC cannot bring it under his budget, that this is my road. And it also joins many other wards. So one of the criteria which we use to select projects for this fund are roads which cut across the wards, those which go beyond 1 year. Thank you.
Mheshimiwa Ali.
Thank you, Chair. We have issues on delays of procurement. We have issues of delays of procurement during the procurement process. But when we ask the procurement department, they always say that the preparations of BQ is the one that is making the department to delay on procurement process. I don't know how you are going to handle the issue of BQs.
It's true, Jen, that all these start with planning and early preparation. This is the reason why I think I'm best suitable for this position. I remember when I first took office, the same office, 2015 up to 2017, my department was declared the best department in terms of absorption. And you can only absorb what you procure. That means the preparation of the plans and procurement must be done early enough for us to implement the projects we have in the budget. If you delay maybe up to December or January, then definitely projects must delay. So what I intend to do is to do proper and early planning of projects. For example, like now already we are working on the development plan, and I've already said also I received a list from the County Assembly of projects which you are proposed under ward list. Already the engineers have distributed engineers, they are working on them. If there will be changes, then those changes will be implemented as time goes. But the list which I received from the County Assembly, we have already distributed to the engineers and start delivering for the districts. Thank you.
Mheshimiwa Alonya.
Chair, thank you. I think because of my height, I'll be able to stand up so that I can be able to engage with the nominee very well. And at least today, one thing I'm liking about the nominee is about his neatness. One nominee, number one, today we are just testing your suitability for this position. And you said you are a person of integrity and law abiding. Number one, you will answer the committee whether you are aware of the provisions of Section 4 of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act, which states that any appointment under the Constitution or rather any act of law that requires approval of the county assembly, then that approval must be granted by the assembly. So you will answer us whether you are aware of that provision. Number 2, you will also answer us whether you are aware of the provisions of Section 45B of the County Governments Act, which requires for you to be a chief officer, whether in acting or substantive, you require that approval of the county assembly. Number 3, whether when you are nominated to act as the acting chief officer roads, whether that appointment was approved by this county assembly, the third house assembly of Kakamega, whether you underwent the approval. Must note that whether in acting or substantive, the law requires you must undergo approval by the county assembly. Nominee, as I go to the tail end of my question,
I don't expect you to ask leading questions. You're asking a question, then you're almost like giving it a cap. If you ask a question and quote, let him answer. Then he can also use probably a quote that he has. Is that in order?
I don't understand.
Just repeat the last question you asked.
Yes, Chair. You see, Chair, the way we are seated here, the composition of this committee, Chair, look at our standing orders, whether they give any guidance on how we should ask questions to nominees when they appear before us, whether leading or open. It doesn't. And Chair, I stand corrected, but we are not guided on how to ask questions, Chair, unless you refer to me to the standing order or any law that gives that guidance.
Mheshimiwa, what I'm just trying to say, if you're asking that it is the assembly that needed to have given him an okay to be the acting chief officer, let him answer whether he's wrongly placed or...
But that's what I'm asking, and I'll be waiting for questions, Chair. I'll be waiting for answers.
Okay.
Why do you want to purport as if you want now to answer for the nominee?
Okay, go ahead.
And you see, I started by saying I just liked the neatness of the nominee, so we are just engaging, Chair. So as I go to the tail end of my questioning, Bwana Nominee, I believe you are alive and will tell us whether you are alive to the provisions of Section 43, subsections 3 of the Public Service Commission Act, which guides those people, officers who are in public service, of which chief officer position is a position in public service. That provision for any person to be in an acting capacity, those provision provides that cumulative period you can be in an acting capacity, it should be 6 months. You will tell us whether you are aware of those provisions. Then, pegged on that, you will confirm to this committee whether you are appointed on 5th of December 2024 as the acting chief officer roads, and also confirm as we sit here you are even still acting a period that is now 7 months, and if we reach 4th of August, which is next week, you shall then be doing 8 months, a period beyond the required cumulative 6 months in the Public Commission Act. And then tell us, lastly, after you answer those questions, whether you still stand fit, or rather you are still a law-abiding officer, and whether you still stand suitable for that position. Honorable Chair, as I sit down, the preliminary issue I raised, it is not assisting me, it is to assist this committee, that even should, because we are going to the tail end of the questioning and the names of the committee have not come, and we were talking off record. But when my colleague Honorable Beatrice introduced herself now on record, she stated she's a member of the committee. I am not actually guarding myself, but I'm guarding the committee, and should the name of the nominee pass, then there might be a problem, and you know it will bring a problem if the committee was not well constituted, even if the nominee goes successful. So I am in fact in the best interest of the committee. Thank you, Chair. Unless the nominee will answer anything that will trigger further questions.
Thank you, Engineer. I think you've had the questions. You can answer them.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Wakili member. You are involved. That's the reason why it's important also to have you in the house. I'm aware of the law, and I'm a law-abiding citizen. I was appointed to act as a chief officer roads and energy in December, as you have stated, and stated very well. I've been in that position for 6 months. This 7th one, I'm not sure whether I'm in it, because I'm not sure whether I'll get that acting capacity, or acting allowance, because what defines the acting is accompanied with the remuneration. So that remuneration may not be there in the 7th month, because I've only earned June salary. So I've been acting for 6 months. As whether
Chair, before he proceeds, I stated he has already served 7 clear months. He is on the 8th month.
Mheshimiwa, me to give you an opportunity to ask questions. Let's proceed. Engineer.
When I was vetted on who the Dr. Simi, I can say my name was never brought to the Dr. Simi. I was never summoned by the Dr. Simi for the vetting. I never appeared, so I was not vetted because it was not within my mandate to bring myself, downloaded yourself that was not a house. So I didn't bring myself because I was never summoned, and therefore I never appeared. Basically, that's how I can summarize
Point of order,
your
Chair.
concerns.
Chair, point of order.
I think let him
Chair,
first.
Chair,
then
it was my session, and allow me, Chair.
No, please let him finish answering your questions.
No, he has finished. He has said he's finished. And
have you finished all the questions?
Yes, I've finished.
Okay.
We want a clarification, Chair.
Okay, fine.
I said
So am I going to give you a chance, or you're the ones who's going to talk the way you want? Mheshimiwa Mercy, you had something.
Chair, that's wrong. I thought I was sitting so that you give me, because we want him to Chair, we are unanswered. Let the nominee clarify whatever we want. These are very serious issue and a very serious committee. Can we do things properly, Chair?
Mheshimiwa Peter.
I want a clarification.
Only if you offer respect to the chair. But if you're going to stand up at will,
Chair,
without the chair giving you a chance, then I have to take charge.
Chair, I respect you. The only thing that because of my height, I have to stand up first.
I can see you.
Before I address the committee,
I can
Chair.
See you, Mheshimiwa.
You can see there are seats in front of me.
Okay. Just,
Chair.
Please.
Because it was my session.
Mheshimiwa.
It was a question arising, a concern.
I can still give you a chance back. Let Mercy also. Okay.
I'm just wondering, is the nominee referring to this house? Is he referring it to a slaughterhouse? I'm just wondering.
Engineer. Engineer, this is. Okay, that's already withdrawn. Yes, Mheshimiwa Kibishi.
Chair, mine is a different question. Different from Honorable Walunya's question. And this one goes to the nominee. He has been in the office for the past 6 months as an acting chief officer. And from my knowledge is that he has been working. And he has talked of Malava being a place that there is a lot of rain. And from my knowledge, there are some machines that have been working in other areas. So I don't know why he has been biased in distributing those machines in other areas. If it's confirmed, what will be different? Because it's the same office that has been acting in, and the way he has been working, it is in a public domain. So what is going to be different? Thank you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. It is true that the machines have been working in some areas, not others. This is not because it is by design. We've been having a problem of fuel in the department. So machines, both the grader and the bulldozer, have been there available. So long as the honorable member was able to fuel, I can't remember having denied any member the privilege of accessing the machine so long as you have the fuel. So the fuel has been the problem. But for members who have been ready to cough something from their pocket and pull the graders or the dozer, I think I've been able to give them. That's what as far as the department is. So I'm not being biased at all.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair. Hata mimi mdogo patia kwa nafasi.
Okay, you have a chance.
Mr. Chair, thank you. I just want to...
Point of order, Chair. Is the honorable member a member of the committee or a friend? And if a member or... I thought I'm talking to the chair. And there's one chair in this session. So, Chair, I would wish to know if friends of the committee are allowed to participate.
Yeah. Mr. Chair, let me look aside. I would like to reiterate what Mheshimiwa Kibishi has said, and in pursuant to what the nominee has answered. I want him to be very clear on how he'll make the turnaround of the neglected areas that do not access the machines, areas that have been orthodoxed whenever we go to ask for machines, and when he has been in the office, I have requested for those machines, even with fuel ready with me. I have never been given. Always I'm told this, that, this, that. Are these machines going to be given to some sides when he'll be in the office and he'll continue that, or he'll be impartial? Because these facilities are for each and everyone, and I feel that if he continues with that habit, then the roads will continue being neglected. Thank you. We even with our cooperation as honorable members to mitigate and assist the county government to intervene.
Okay, Engineer, have you taken up that question? Kindly, before you proceed, I would like to bring back Mheshimiwa Peter.
But Chair, you have not given a ruling on my concern, or you are part of the team that's looking aside.
Actually,
I wanted to know, I'm talking to the chair. I know whom I'm addressing. Is it allowed for a non-member to ask questions as per the practice in our committee?
Next time I'll be...
No, it is not.
Thank you, Chair.
And if it's not, then there's no way you can call upon the nominee to respond.
Heard you clearly, but I've given Walunya a chance to proceed. There are some questions that are in themselves repeating.
Chair, thank you for protecting me from Mheshimiwa Nato.
Point of
He's on the floor. He's standing on the floor. Kindly.
Honorable Chair, I raised a very serious point whereby I said the nominee is now, he has served for a cumulative period of 7 months. It is only remaining 4 days so that he can now accumulate the 8th month. And also when he was answering, he was only removing the last month because he has not been paid for that. But let him confirm whether he is in that office. He's been in the office for the 7th month and he's still in the office even as we do the vetting today. And then Honorable Chair, also let him shed light that when he was appointed, the name was never even forwarded here. So as a law-abiding citizen, so he just breached the law and assumed the office just because the name was not forwarded to the county assembly.
Engineer, those are 2 questions from Peter, then a question from a friend of the committee. Let us give Omboko a chance also to come up with his questions so that we don't really repeat all the questions. I hope you're noting them down.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. One thing that I want to inform Engineer, who is our nominee today, that is, in Huisero, as you had said before, not all roads have been graded. So kindly, your officers are not informing you well. Because I'm talking of my ward, which they started, they just did how do you call it? When a road is like this, they just did on the one side of the road. I don't know whether the machines had problems, they had to leave. So that is not grading. So 2, my question is to the engineer that from your CV here, I've seen you have been with us for the last 8 years as a chief officer, which means most of these bitumen roads that we are seeing here were done during your tenure. And some of them, I think, if you have been going around or if you have been getting reports from members or the public, they are in a very bad state. And from the records or from the budget that we passed, we have not seen any budget for the bitumen road maintenance. And the state they are in, if we continue for the next coming 3 months, 4 months, they'll be in a bad state. And you have been there. So if we say that one can be, do we call it laxity on work, or what do we say? 2, I've been a member of this committee since inception in 2013 up to now. And sometimes I call myself a life member of this committee. Your PR, because at times it has been heard that you have been talking to some members, telling them that you are only responsible to the appointing authority. You don't deal with members. And this here today, you are here with members who are vetting you to put you into the office. And you're here, you want members to approve you. Is that kind of behavior still there? Or you're a changed man? You can tell us, because I'm one of the victims of your brutality. I can say that, because I've been here for that a long time.
Okay, those are how many questions? Just if you've noted Omboko's question, Mheshimiwa Walunya's, and forget, the friend has even taken off. I think let us move to Mheshimiwa Sarah Netia.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Mine was just a point of information to inform members that maybe going, as you are aware that what we are asking our nominee to do, sometimes cabinet approves what to be done. We need maybe also to go back and maybe in future to sit with the CEC for roads and tell us what they normally cook when they're in cabinet to make our roads. Thank you.
Chair, point of concern.
Mheshimiwa Sarah. So was it a question to the engineer?
Or she's speaking on behalf of the
Chair, point of objection. Objection. I want to object that. Our chair, through the chair. Through the chair, please.
Kindly.
Objection, Chair.
Kibishi?
Yes, through the chair, I want to object Mheshimiwa Sarah Natia when she says that it is approved through the cabinet. You know, he's the implementing officer. And most of the works that are not being implemented are brought on his desk. So when Sarah says that that it doesn't work, that one I object. He is the implementing officer.
Chair.
Does she sit in the cabinet?
Chair, also, you know, Chair, I'm concerned about Mheshimiwa Sarah's issue.
Okay, let me give you a chance.
Yeah, Mheshimiwa, sometimes when we speak, we must look from where we are coming from. Because there are those who are pained, members who are pained about the roads, and those who are not pained about the roads. So, Mheshimiwa.
Those are contractors?
Not the contractors, the residents, and also the representatives. You know, there are two different people. We have the residents and the representatives. So those who are very much concerned are the the way you hear Mheshimiwa Kibishi is talking about. So when the representatives talk, take note. And those who are representing. We have representatives and those who are representing. So these are two different people, Chair.
Mheshimiwa Mboko, I think you better withdraw that. I think all members in this
discrimination.
Chair. All the members in this committee are equal members.
Chair.
Unless you want to tell me
I'm saying.
No, I'm just following your sentiments.
Let me repeat to you. Maybe
unless you withdraw what actually you're trying to.
You withdraw what you have not heard well.
No,
I'm saying.
I've heard you very well. Let us not argue about it.
I represent Kisa West. Mheshimiwa Sarah represents my party, ODM. So these are two things, representative and representing. That is now vocabulary and English. So that's where the problem, that is English. Representative and representing. So Chair, that one no.
Mheshimiwa, I think that's not the way forward. We are not going to go that way. You understand. We are just members of the roads committee. Let us just leave it at that. And well, I just wanted to go through this when the appointments are being done, especially in exercise of powers conferred upon by Section 45(1) of the County Government Act, Cap 265, and Section 6(1) and 3 and 4 of the Public Appointments County Assembly Approval Act, Cap 265B, reads that I hereby notify you of the nomination of the following persons to the position of the chief officer, respectively, specified for approval by the County Assembly. The appointing authority, the governor, who is mandated to notify the speaker for persons nominated for approval by the County Assembly according to Section 45 of the County Government Act and Section 6, 1, 3, 4 of the Public Appointments County Assembly Approval. What I'm trying to put across, Mheshimiwa, it would be difficult for the chief officer to bring himself to this county assembly.
No, Chair, sorry, I know you are informing me, but Chair, the nominee has answered. Are you trying to answer on his behalf, Chair?
No, you see, we're just trying to actually make it clear to other members too, that in the manner in which his name found way to the assembly, through the executive, is not in a manner that he will carry himself and bring himself to this assembly.
Chair, he had answered, but I was asking the acting capacity, not this current one. I was asking the acting capacity he has been, because it also requires approval, and he has answered. That is what I was referring to. Honorable Ali is shaking his head. If at all he has any contrary law, let him stand up and tell us. I was referring to the acting capacity.
I've heard you clearly. And just for our member, Omboko, I think you are in this assembly in the first term, eh? That is 2013. I just wanted to in this manner, in this county, and to be brought to the county assembly in this manner, because you've been here for these 3 terms. I'm asking this because there are situations whereby chief officers have acted even for 1.5 years. Are you aware?
No, just Chair, wait, you see, you can't put questions to the members, Chair.
What I'm just trying to say, remember my first statement, I said.
Let us not be by part of it.
I want to assist you. You go there, that direction. You go that direction. You go that direction, Chair. We are going not to solve anything here. Because, you know, a mistake, if it's repeated, it becomes now a serious mistake. So in my short answer, can we continue with the session, what you're doing, and then the engineer answers our questions, then we finish at that level, please.
Is there anybody who has another question? As it is heading towards the end. Mheshimiwa Nato?
I don't have any question to add. I'm only surprised that the time comes when there is no order, as if it's a conversation, people talking from every corner. Take the charge and give us direction, we go.
Mheshimiwa Silosio, do you have anything?
I have an objection.
Just before, please. I've given him a chance.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. The mandate of this County Assembly Chair, one of them is to approve or vet names that have been brought to this assembly. And there are two options. It is either the name to be rejected or the name to be approved. And these names have been forwarded from the executive. So even what my colleagues are raising, I know they are ventilating at the end of the day. So they have got some decision to make. And then from that decision, the report will be forwarded. Otherwise, thank you. To me, I want to thank members for the ventilation. Thank you.
Mine was, I don't know if you had Senior Counsel Walunya on the issue of extra member, because it will come back to you, Chair. If at all she's going to participate in this vetting, then it means the threshold will be not 15. And I don't know how the standing orders are. Maybe you can let me know. Maybe I'm talking things that I don't know. But the way I feel, it might come back to you, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. I think the point is noted. Nominee, kindly give us your summarizing answers as we proceed.
Chair.
I've given him a chance.
Not so, when you talk of summary.
Answers.
Answers.
Yes.
Not summary.
Kindly proceed.
There are two issues I've been asked to address. One about the information in giving the machines. The head of the committee was raised by Mheshimiwa Kisi, but now being supported by another member. And if I'm ready to change, I think I will be partial in the distribution of resources. That one is stated in the Constitution under Article 232. So I'll try as much as possible to be impartial in allocation of resources. In terms of peer, if I don't have been not moving here, I'm ready to change on a human being. However, I deny the fact that I've told any member that I'm unloyal to appointment. That one, I never mentioned anyone. But if there is any problem in here, I'm ready to change. I will go on that. From Wakili, is the same question which he asked initially. He is just trying to get answers out of it. And my answer is that as a appointed person, I could not bring myself to the data center. That's what the chair was trying to say. Not this one, acting, which you were asking for. It was also appointment. But where I stand, I could not bring myself to the town assembly if I was not invited by the town assembly for vetting. So where the mistake is, I'm going to know. But I could not bring myself to the town assembly when I was not invited, and that's the position which I still stand with. Otherwise, Chairman, for maintenance of those provision, as particularly at the beginning, we have a provision of about 55 million in the budget for maintenance. Those members were also feeling that they participate in the selection of those to be considered under the 55 million. So as you consider selection of those roads, also consider these regional roads because they require maintenance, particularly the one from Shinyang, from Shibuli to Bukura. The road is not very good. For the town roads, we expect these funds from Kenya Roads, but in case the case goes through and it is good in our favor, we will definitely have some money for maintenance. And out of that money, some will be used in maintaining and improving this bitumen roads.
I think I wish to close up this meeting by adjourning this particular meeting, and I do request for proposal to join this meeting.
Chair, my question on the months. Chair, we are on record. We are on the Hansard. Chair, we are on Hansard. Chair, we are on Hansard. This thing is ending.
Think this meeting starts.
You may see we are assisting the nominee.
We welcome you. Thank you.
Chair, you may think you are. Yeah?